The Prime Minister of Israel has responded with a heavy blow as he reminds the international bodies of the role they played during the Biafran War, how they abandoned Biafra and several kids were in war at the process. This is just a little beginning. Yes, this is just a little beginning, if we are not mistaken. He had said that he will not abandon his own brothers. Not today, not tomorrow, but every day he will always stand by his own brothers. That's one promise that he has made. He will always stand by his own brothers. And when I say brothers, I mean the Biafrans. There's no two ways about it. For a very long time, there have been this horrible misunderstanding from every angle. Even though we try our much as possible best to avoid any kind of cloud chasing that may want to lead to their lucrative attitude. Because Biafrans cannot continue in one way or the other to pretend that the best is not happening. That's where the energy lies. So no matter how they try to, spoil it for us, we must continue to hold ourselves dearly and undoubtedly. More wins, more progress, more joy. Even their procrastination can no longer work. And that's where the truth remains. And Biafra has become a place where each and every one of us will look at ourselves and tell ourselves the truth. There's no two ways about that. No two ways about that. It is to the restoration of Biafra that we all must agree that the mistakes our forefathers might have made, probably not having enough food supply, we're not going to repeat it. We always support Israel, whether they like it or not. We're a country that supports Israel because Israel have the background of our story. If you think that the US are Israel or the Europe are Israel, go and ask again. You cannot change the history of people. That is the truth. So the harder you try to change the history, the more difficult it eludes. That's the message. The message is very, very simple. Tearing apart and winning together. The Prime Minister of Israel has just received a warning from the world powers to stop supporting, let me not say world powers, from some world powers to stop supporting the Biafran actualization and Prime Minister Simon Eba. Prime Minister Netanyahu responds to the world leaders who pressure Israel to stop. Stop at what exactly? To stop the support they dish out to Biafrans, because this is the final moment they need to come into Biafra and destroy Biafra. But it's not going to work. It is not going to work. I must say it with every understanding, because some of you need to learn this very message, this very symbol, this very sign, this sign language that we have been giving out, we have been dishing out for long. You see, for a more or so, there's every reason why we cannot statistically state what the zoo really wants from us. Yes, we know they want our oil, they want our land, they want our resources, they want our money, because they cannot think for themselves. Those who argue that Igbos are not the Chinese people, are not the great people that has been helping Nigeria, let them sign the contracts. Sign the contract, boy. Let them sign it. Today, they cannot think for themselves. You come to Yoruba land, you see where Yoruba people work hard, yes, let me don't dispute that, but few of them. The niggas, they bend their bookie, those ones, they don't even work hard at all. Those ones are always under the tree looking for somebody who is going to help them, naturally born beggars. But an Igbo man is not comfortable begging, because he knows that if he begs you today, will you give him tomorrow? If you give him today, will you give him tomorrow? If you bless him today, will you bless him tomorrow? That's the common fact. And now there's a pressure. They are pressurizing the Israel Prime Minister. Say again, you will pull can Biafra. The message is very clear. As we continue in this path, where we seek freedom, where we seek large motivations, we must without dispute understand the light we share, the prolonged message, the wisdom that must be restored. This is just the big points, because we are riding for this great freedom, understanding the whole very own steps, pushing out understandings, meeting out things that should be met, and prolonging the strategies, as where the case may be. So as we fish out this one fish, this one ridiculous words, let's understand the positivity, because that's where the story lies. We must continue in every part of righteousness, putting ourselves together and wondering where the next meeting will begin. But this time, their pressure on Israel will not work.